Now from an already drenched Coors Field in Denver, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Miguel Gonzalez gets the start for Colorado in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you can see there, he's been very dependable all year long. He's making his 30th start here in this one.
Will Myers strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading out for the Padres, first baseman number 4, Will Myers.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Arenado is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not, although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
One strike.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. And the count will be full. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Now that we have a chance, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, DJ LeMahieu, he grew up as a shortstop, but he's turned himself into one of the best defensive second basemen in the game. If you need proof, just watch the constant highlight reel plays and rock-solid fundamentals. He's got a gold glove from 2014. And that should tell you everything you need to know.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. We're just underway here in Denver. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And a foul pop behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Tyson Ross, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's getting close to that 200 strikeout number. Throwing the ball extremely well, missing a lot of bats this season.
DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Ball 1. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
And this takes into account a really terrible stretch of games at home. They won just once on their just completed homestand, so things are definitely not looking up as they kick off this road trip.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. His on-base percentage is over 400 in the last 10 ball games. Done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Ross is ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. On his way to second is Blackman, and he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a 1-out double.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes this out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
Carlos Gonzalez will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He's had just an excellent season so far, and maybe he can go on a little home run binge here and get him into that #1 spot in home runs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Just got a piece to the right side. Myers charging in on it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch Derek Norris behind the plate. Very athletic, versatile, doesn't let anything get by him, and also pretty darn good offensively. Any team would love to have him.
From the stretch. Left side. There is Solarte. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One left for Colorado. We've played an inning. No score. Matt Kemp makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Left fielder, Matt Kemp.
That tails back over, strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez.
Marwin Gonzalez comes to the plate looking to flip the script. His bat has gone ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Chop foul over towards the dugout. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 16 homers and 46 driven in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ben Paulson will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, maybe that's a sign that he's cooling off a little bit. He's been on fire lately, hitting over 450 in his last 10 games, so we'll see in this one.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages. Taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Gerardo Parra will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Ball, no.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Ross pauses. Here it comes on 1-0. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
You know, this guy is really starting to get everybody's attention now. That's 8 straight games he's got. So let's see how long he can keep this thing going.
Jose Reyes will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, he's second in the league in hitting right now, so we'll see what kind of finish he can put on.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. None out, runners at first and second. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. First and second here with nobody out. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
sent on the ground out to second. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Nick Hundley will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
When you look at what this guy has done so far this season, it hasn't looked very good, and you can tell why. He's only had 5 hits in his last 10 games. That just adds to the mediocrity.
First pitch on its way. Hit down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Hot shot toward third. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Into the box now, Miguel Gonzalez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. Rockies lead this one 1-0. Manny Carrara will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Into the windup and the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know, it's just the third inning, but you can already tell. So far, he's wearing out that inside corner. He doesn't want these guys to get too extended, and it's worked out for him so far.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
If you can locate that pitch with movement on the inside corner, nobody's touching that thing. I mean, that's as good as it gets right there.
Jr.
Into the box, Melvin Upton Jr. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 261 the average coming into action here. 6 home runs, and the RBI count at 35. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Another good job of getting ahead here. He just seems so locked in right now.
Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. On the ground to third. Arenado has it. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting ninth, catcher, Tyson Ross.
Tyson Ross will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Well, give him some credit. With two outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Padres down in order. They're down 1-0. DJ LeMahieu digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Turned on down the line. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits.
Yeah, Matt, he's been very impressive this year. He currently leads the entire National League right now. Clearly just an absolute terror at the dish. A hitting machine if I ever saw one. Everything is going his way, and he's got another hit right there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Kemp. Still going back. A leap here by Kemp, but even he can't bring this one back. That ball is gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
He pulls this one into right. Castro is there to put it away for out number one.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Nolan Arenado stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Line toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Well, there's a nice even number. 10 straight games now, and people are going to have to start taking notice of this streak.
In now, Ben Paulson. As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. Castro in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody in that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Settling in now, Gerardo Parra. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
This is pulled into right. Castro is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now a 3-0 Colorado lead. Will Myers will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Stepping in now, Elvis Castro. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Grounded to first. Paulson has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Yangervis Solarte digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail in this one 3-0. Jose Reyes is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Reyes. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
The catcher, number 4, Nick Hundley.
Ugh. Things are not really going his way out there for him at all. I mean, that's already 8 hits he's allowed in just 3+ innings. It's hard to imagine him turning things around the way he's thrown the ball so far.
Nick Hundley stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1. For Reyes, he just keeps right on a chugging. That's double number 41 on the campaign. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, what a great job getting vertical right there. He takes away the hit, and he probably saved a run, too. That's all about being ready on every pitch, because you never know when a shot like that is headed your way.
Miguel Gonzalez stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he likely won't be bunting here.
Yeah, there's not too much reason to give up an out just to move him over to third. No outs would be a whole different story, obviously.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right. Castro will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, second baseman
DJ LeMahieu steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. To short, hit hard. Gonzalez is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. They lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Kemp, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Bounce to first. Paulson is right there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Stepping in, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Derek Norris comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Paulson is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Charlie Blackmon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Taken high and deep to right. Castro racing back, still ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Carlos Gonzalez will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Colin Ray is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Action now in the Padre bullpen, as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Here's Nolan Arenado. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. None out. Runners at first and second. Hit on the ground toward the left. The tag gets one. Over to second. A double play. On to first. They got him. A triple play. So no runs on one base hit. No errors and no one left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rockies are out in front, 3-0. Manny Carrara steps in here to lead off the 6th, as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys, because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Blackman. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Melvin Upton Jr. stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Grounded up the first baseline. Paulson is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Corey Spangenberg will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Corey Spangenberg.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Now Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Hit hard to short. To his left, Reyes. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still down 3-0. Drew Pomeranz will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 13, Drew Pomeranz.
Ben Paulson will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th.
Ben Paulson.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Gerardo Parra digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Pomeranz sets and delivers. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit hard towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Reyes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
No strike.
Scorched to third. Solarte's got it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Into the box now, Nick Hundley, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. 3 runs, 9 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Drilled on the ground is short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for Colorado. but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Leading off the inning, Will Myers, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Still no hits on the board for these guys, and we are seeing some great pitching in this one.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So good idea there just to wait for strike one.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. LeMahieu's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Elvis Castro will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ballgame and kept his team in the ballgame.
Line to the right side. Base hit. And the perfect game will go by the wayside. He'll get it into second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the 7th. So the no-hit bid will end right here. Yonhervis Solarte will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error for the Padres so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And he's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Pulled toward right center field. Gonzalez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at 3rd base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. First offering on its way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Hit sharply on the ground. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Miguel Gonzalez will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Gregor Blanco is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Gregor Blanco.
Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 0-1 pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Charlie Blackmon will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Lays off 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
First and second here with nobody out. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch to the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit right there. Their 3rd hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Now pitching for San Diego.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Carlos Gonzalez will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Got to like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Castro over to his right. Makes the play. One away. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on one more here on the sacrifice fly.
Nolan Arenado gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Gonzalez for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Simon Castro will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Simon Castro.
Marwin Gonzalez will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Gonzalez.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The set and the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Parra on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 3.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Derek Norris will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and one.
And that right there, that's why these guys only have 1 hit. He's had him chasing at shadows this entire ball game.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
One and two, here it comes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
He spoils another one and will do it again. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out. The Humidor certainly doing its job so far as you get a look at our line score for this one. A low-scoring affair, very unlike the first 10 years or so of baseball here in Denver. Manny Carrara will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And all of a sudden it is pouring right now. That's the hardest it's been all night.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Padres down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Coming to the plate now, Ben Paulson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Ben Paulson.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Liner toward right center, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
In is Gerardo Parra, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Jose Reyes steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he lays off for ball one.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A ball and two strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Castro coming in. He can't get to it. This one's down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Just amazing what this guy's done with the bat this year. I mean, even when he's in a two-strike hole, he still finds a way to come through.
Nick Hundley stands in. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Lifted into the air out toward center field. Upton on the run. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with two away.
A little bit of a risk there with two away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with two outs.
Andres Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 6, Andres Blanco.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Runners at the corners, two men out. Driven nicely into the gap. And the run is in to score from third. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And that's a big at-bat there as they've broken this one wide open.
And this right here, this is all about picking up your teammate. The last guy's up there with one away. He doesn't get the job done. Now he's in the dugout feeling like he's let his guys down. So what do? You pick him up by driving both guys in with a double. And that's how you build team chemistry right there.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of ones and twos, but those will add up.
Hit back up the middle. Gonzalez to his left. He's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for one or two of this bunch. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Jake McGee will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Melvin Upton Jr. will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Russell Franklin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Russell Franklin.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. McGee comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Will Myers stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
One and 1. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Reyes settles under it near second, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game 1 here in front of the home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Rockies come out on top 6-0. Good night from Denver.